Today's famous opponent is GingerGM, Grandmaster Simon Williams, well known for his sharp attacking style and fearless creativity on the board. We have played 7 games online. I have won 4, he has won 3. So the score is close. The game you are about to see was played a while ago. It's a fascinating and instructive fight, and there is a surprising queen sacrifice at the end of the game. Let's jump into the game. I was black, he played d4, I responded with d5, c4, e6, knight c3, knight f6, knight f3, bishop b4. So we have the Ragozin defense, one of my favorite openings. I like it because black can play dynamic chess early on and put some pressure on white. Okay, there is many lines, but bishop g5 was his choice in the game. I played h6, and actually here white should take on f6. This bishop h4 is very natural looking, but actually it can lead some difficulties early on. So don't play this if you are not ready for that kind of position with will follow after bishop h4. Black can take on c4, and as we see, it's the first choice of the computer as well. And the idea is play b5, and even white can have the center. g5 will happen if white plays e5, and this gives good play, and also black is pawn up. Okay, if white plays something like queen a4, this is very natural way to block the check and defend the bishop. And now the queen might be a little bit misplaced on a4. For example, if white plays something like this, black can trade on c3 and play queen d5. And now the knight is ready to go. b5 will follow in many lines as well. For example, if knight jumps here, black can play b5, and then black is pawn up. Anyway, in the game, he played queen c2, and this is quite a rare choice, but if I remember correctly, I checked in the database, and he played this same move against Viktor Korchnoi in year 2004 in classical games. So maybe he knows what he's doing. Okay, here b5 is a very natural move because the knight is pinned, so black is ready for bishop b7. Here e4 was his choice, but actually we can say that this is already a quite decisive mistake because e5 is not a threat. Black can play g5, and now if you are losing one tempo in this kind of position, it can be very decisive one, because usually black's play against white center is very quick. As we can see here, there's no good way to defend these pawns because there is g5 and the knight will join into action very, very soon. Okay, he played e5 here, and I responded with g5. Computer says that it's even better to take this one, but it's quite hard to understand why, because I really miss this bishop now. It's very good to have that kind of bishop, but maybe the reason is that if bishop goes here, it's like a prisoner. It doesn't go anywhere, and knight d5 is a very good square for knight. Anyway, g5 is very natural, and here probably the best line for white is to take here. Okay, black can even take here, but if we play something like this, this is kind of similar position than can occur from Botvinnik Slav. And okay, this is very good version because there's no chance to develop bishop on long diagonals. So black is a little bit better, but I think if the game continues with natural moves, then white's position will get critical very quickly. Okay, anyway, he played bishop here, and then knight d5 was quite natural, but somehow I found this kind of move. The idea is to bring bishop on d3 if queen goes here, and if it goes here, then this bishop might be even more active here. I can take here in the right moment, and if queen goes e2, bishop d3 is at least an option, because now there is a bigger threat and I have time to play knight here or here. It depends where the queen goes. But anyway, he played queen c1 for some reason. I don't know actually what is the reason, but maybe knight d2 was his plan. Okay, knight d5, knight d2. Here I could take here, but I played bishop here, and now I can control e4 square a little bit better. Okay, now actually e5 is hanging, but okay, I'm not sure what was my plan, but maybe a6 or yeah, a6 looks natural, and then knight c6 and similar ideas what happened in the game. Now I think I should play, okay, maybe just taking here. There is a fork, so black is clearly better here, but okay, it seems that my idea to play bishop here and here is somewhat inaccurate, because I'm losing some tempos, and there is no real benefits to get bishop on g6. So a quick knight d5 or taking f3 in the moment when e5 was happening was the better idea. Anyway, in the game, he played bishop e2, and now I'm ready for knight c6. I think c5 is too slow here, even though it's very natural looking, but now knight b5 is much better because there's also great outpost on d6, so this can be very critical double-edged position. Okay, but after bishop e2 I played knight c6, and now this is a threat. He played a3 for some reason. Okay, if he takes here, now a6 is much better, I guess. If queen takes here, c6 is hanging, but I have time to play knight f5. And now everything is covered, and the knight will drop. So here white didn't want to lose tempos, because after this looks winning for black. There is a fork, and if white castles, then there is at least another fork, and one piece will drop. So He played a3. Maybe the idea was to get this kind of position, even though this is still okay for black. Black is pawn up. Maybe one idea is to play a5 and c5, or maybe even h5. Okay, but in the game I played bishop a5, and now this pawn is hanging, but there is no good way to defend it, so he castled here. I took on d4, and now he played bishop d1. A6 looks quite slow, but I think black has full control, so there is time to play this kind of moves. And now he played knight e4. I took on c3, and then there was a check on f6. Okay, now I found a nice tactical idea. I think I found it already when I took on c3, that I can take this with queen. And now he resigned. And the reason is that um, if pawn takes, I can play knight e2, and then there is a fork. He can take the knight, but there is another knight, and then the queen will drop. After this is very easy for black. Just long castling, and there is extra bishop. So the game ended there, and that was the story of this game. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Take care.